Hello guys, good evening and welcome to the, well, I almost would have said VMS Pro Series, but this is not the Pro Series, this is the Multiclass Masters. So an official Studio 397 backed online championship on a Le Mans Ultimate system. We're just fixing the camera, we're about to get going with our practice, of which we haven't done anything just yet, just came home. It's amazing. I once again been late, but oh well, that is sometimes just the story of that day. Right, and with that, guys, welcome to some more racing on our favorite sim on Le Mans Ultimate. Is it? No, it's dry. Where should I start? I have no idea what to expect. I have a setup that is built for the WEC type of version of the track, not for the classic one without chicken. How good it will be, I don't know. We're about to find out, probably the hard way. So 24-0. Does any one of you remember what I have done on this particular track with... What did we race here the last time? I think it was... Have I even raced here with a hypercar before him? I think if anything, I have raced here with a GT3, but not yet with the hypercars itself. Hey Alex, hey Narv, thank you guys for joining. Appreciate your time. Testing out the track limits, of course. Yeah, full battery. Most amazing experience you can have. So how are you guys doing? Hope you guys had a great week so far. Ooh. That front is bitey, eh? Hey Zeno. I'm doing good, I'm doing alright. How about you? Thankfully only 60 degrees yet in the Tyre because my lap time feels hell of a slow. 24.0 to beat, 24.9 it is on the first sight. Not too sure at this stage if I should soften the rear anti-roll bar or soften the front anti-roll bar. The balance actually seems to be sort of alright. Guneski, try restarting the game for the data to update to the correct guys. Hey Lazy, how you doing, buddy? that car is... I mean, I like the way it generally rotates, right? But... maybe, and I really hope this is the case, 2 or 3 small clicks can fix this. Let's see how that does. Box, 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 clicks, 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 and then we're back out again. Slightly flex bother the tires with it, if... Ooh. Not really what you want to have with that car in that corner, but yeah, whatever. To find half a second with that setup, I consider that to be a little bit too much to ask for at the minute. But I might be wrong, as we'll have 15 more minutes to find out. It's sometimes a bit, you know, it's a bit clumsy of me at times to come into these races and be like, yeah, just, you know, load an old setup of yours, do a couple of small clicks, even though it's half a year old, and you'll be fine. Well, that's not how it goes, does it? Tad more general stability here. Hey Dory Driss, how are ya? My availability is, well, on an evening and under the weekday beyond 6 PM. On the weekend, if we can slot it in also midday, then I charge 50 euros per hour. And if you want to have a little bit more information, I encourage you to check out our playlist about coachings and coaching sessions that we have available on YouTube. There you can see how a coaching is generally conducted, and there's also further information as on what I would need to know from you up front. And if you're interested, write me a mail, simracing@michi-hire.com, and then I'll reply to that. Hey Christian, thank you so much. You're going to race as well. Virtual Horse, thank you for joining. Appreciate your time. East Coast Dave, thank you so much for resubscribing with a tier 1 sub on the Twitch channel. How you doing, buddy? 31 in total. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. Gonna hit traffic here. Thankfully I won't hit the traffic. I was hitting track limits instead though. I can't get this corner right, it's just a disgrace. I really can't get it right for whatever reason. New baby at home. Congrats, buddy. Congrats. I know. Well, I don't know, but I can imagine that it is a very challenging time indeed, is it? What the fuck? Like, what are you doing? Oh. Like, sometimes you just can't script it. You just can't. Cheers, Christian. Much appreciated. Yeah, let's see. If the time allows for you, and if the interest is there, then sure, hit me up. Right. 10 more minutes. Oh well. I mean, that's what babies do, right? But it's a good sign. If they wouldn't want to be fed that often, that is usually a sign for something that's not as it is supposed to be, right? So consider it being a good thing. So I've done 2 more setup clicks now, of which I'm not sure whether they have been a good idea. As in, do they maybe make the car a bit, yes, exactly this, a bit too much oversteery, or will we actually be fine? Oh well, I had the oversteeriness because of the clipping with the battery, but still though. Oh, we're apex. Oh, I mean we knew we're apex, but we're a car to apex. Same goes for that. Oh, this will be so tough. so tough. I think Toyota is really quick around here. Especially with that removed chicken. I think the Toyota has a bit of an advantage. But let's see about that. There is obviously still that long straight. So, I'm hoping for a clean lap for me. Would be an amazing experience to get a clean lap in. Then in the free practice I should check the amount of tires available for a weekend. Certainly not optimal. But what means optimal, right? Markin, hello there. How you doing? Thank you for joining. So 7 more minutes. Tires not 100% up to temperature just yet. So probably still a few more hundredths, maybe even tenths to find. But I'm afraid that as much as the setup appears to be quick, I'm afraid it's too aggressive to an extent. Can you believe it? Do I get another fucking... No. Excuse the language. But you know, the frustration behind it at times. So a few more degrees into the tire. Certainly need more fuel. That looks alright though. What do I do with the last click? So hard to say, especially when you don't have the tire tire warmers and tire up the temperature straight. Although tire warmers give other issues, such as the tire being more inflated than it actually would be. And then it takes a couple of while till that equals out. Rotate. Well, it's going to be a 2-hour race that we're going to look at here. Hello. It's me. Tires are warm. Which in hindsight gives me the opportunity to give this another run on a single lap. Although obviously you never have the same temperature than with 2 or 3 laps of solid driving, right? It's now we've kind of slept the tires in a bad way. Which also to an extent means you can't really compare what we're doing here. This is now just a feeling about balance, really. In hope that this is feelable. Very much so. So, and if you guys appreciate our content, if you want to see more of that racing happening, then please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe us on the YouTube channel. If you haven't done already. Massively appreciate your support. This is actually quicker. Why is that actually quicker? Intriguing. Anyway, I have to save the sets. Save the V5. Will I keep with that V5? Probably have to do some laps in the free practice in a moment. That's fine. Lamouche, hello there. How are you doing? Right, guys, we're gonna get going in a moment. And we're gonna get destroyed today by Mr. Osterman again. There's a couple of... Ah, there we go. David's, me... Yeah, the usual suspects. It is... Oh my god, James Baldwin again. Yeah. This is likely one of the strongest, if not the strongest, split we've ever seen. Okay. 10 new tires left. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is... .61 is a 15-minute qualifying, right? But you know what? I'll only give myself 10 minutes, really. So 10 times 60 divided by... What is it? What we're doing? 83s, most likely, is going to give us 8 laps if we go a bit early. So 2.6 times 8 is 21. And that's what we're going to do. Because remember, we only want to use one set this time. Maybe I should assign the right setup, right? .90-degree air temp. It could actually be enough for a bit more radiator, but yeah, whatever. Anyway, we're on the way to the qualifying. Hey, Alex. Thank you so much. Debbie Jones. Hello there. Long time no see. How you doing, buddy? $30 till practice. And again, I will just sit still and wait for some people to put that. Lamouche, is it a hypercar or is it an LMP2 car? I couldn't decide from when I was seeing the footage, but awesome news for sure. Hey Jack. Good luck to you too. Oh wait, you're not even in the race, right? Jack McConnell. Dario Iemulo. Oh, what a split. Oh my god. What a split. Hey DC, how you doing, buddy? Hey Jonathan Thompson, how you doing? Guys, I tell you, this is VMS Pro Series level and beyond. Not gonna lie. This is an incredible strong split that we're seeing here. Incredibly strong. Anoxer, thank you so much for the follow. So, that also means in terms of expectations, I know you guys want me to win at all the time. But winning this is going to be pretty heavy. So is VMS Pro Series Platinum split as well. So, how many Platinum drivers we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He would be 1, but he's not doing it. 7. He would be 1, but he's not doing it. 8. Sapla, I think, is 9. Fabio Gricoletto, 10. David, 11. This is probably what we're going to be up against that on Sunday. Holy shit. Is Gumball not doing it? I would be surprised if Gumball would not be doing it. Jardir said I'm slower than David. He doesn't know us well enough, but you know, honestly, I wouldn't even say that I'm faster than David. I think we're about equal. But, I mean, you know, we can talk about results or whatever, or now the rating that David has a Gold 3, which, congrats, by the way, to the Gold 3 status in the DR. But again, it's meaningless in the end. It comes down to all that competition. And what I'm doing now is I'm checking a little bit on top speed of other drivers. So Henry Gumbel on the braking 3:12. I think I had something faster on practice. Osterman 3:67. Yeah, I will have more like what Osterman is having. Cascatau. Oh yes, Adam Xapla is on the gold split. Oh, I forgot about that. Cascatau 3:17. Axel Petit 3:17. Any more interesting people running? Everyone else is still sitting in the pits doing the same kind of strat here. Let's see what David is on about. He'll come to the next lap soon. 3:12 is extremely slow, and I think Gumbel will suffer from that in the race for sure. David 3:17 to be expected. I might actually be a bit on the slow side here. Anyway, remember I said a little less than 10 minutes, or I should go a bit earlier. But just to be sure and safe, we're going now, and it was a smart idea because 15 seconds later and we'd be sort of effed, right? So, oof. This time I just, you know, I don't want to flat spot the tire before we actually went. Yeah, Fuji is the first endurance run in the VMS Pro Series, right? Better go early in case of red flags. Thankfully we're not there yet, and this is 100% plannable. And we might still suffer, you know. We might still very much suffer. Cold tires, from bad balance. Remember, the setup was just quickly pinched together. Alright, first warm-up lap is done. Let's see where we're at, 24.1-ish. So P13 literally. P12. Hey Chris, why can't you join? Oh, what a shit turn too. I think in those conditions actually tires take 2 or 3 laps to get up to temperature. A little too late done with the braking. What did I do before? With the race pace, was it 23.5-ish? This is... not sure if you agree, but a bit too slidey. Improved 7/10, Tyre still on upward temp. We'll get P12 again. Well, we got a good 2 or 3 tenths lying around in turn 2. Much curb. Well, that lap should get us into third if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Ah, fuck. Nah. I'll probably find those 1.5 tenths now if I get the next turn right. I fucked up with the lap count, I think. Let's see. Mark Clark, thank you so much for your sub. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so ARB 3 is the maximum. Game over TV85. Thank you for the follow on the Twitch channel and welcome. Guys, get the people in here. You're gonna see amazing racing. Are the tires already? Yeah, most likely they do. I don't quite think I could have gotten pole, to be entirely honest with you. A front row start would have probably been in. Should I even try for the last lap or just save the tyre for the race? Spooklosts, thank you so much for your follow on the Twitch channel. Oh, if not for that slide. If not for that slide. So now you could go and tell Jardier that I'm not slower than David, but again, in the next qualifying this might just look the other way around. Sadly, Timo was only looking for James, but oh well. Okay. Here we are, here we go, here we sit. Take the fuel. Right, and then Jadir was saying I was definitely slower than David. Copy, if you think so. I mean, guys, it's like all of those guys in the top 10. Not sure what happened to Huben, Grigoletto, Cascatao, but all of those guys in the top 10 could literally get a pole one day. Or not one day, but could get a pole when racing, right? So this is absolutely nothing set in stone and so on. Right. Actually, I want to change gloves. Yeah, race pace can be indeed very different. Like, I would expect also David to have a setup that is laid out for the race. So, let's see about this. Okay, minute and 10, quick pee break. Yeah. Then we're about to get going. Headlights on. People are twisting his words. Yeah, like, whatever, really. Guys, every one of you watching is aware of what I can do. I'm very much aware of what David can do, and I'm also very much aware of how quick Jardier can be when it comes to esport. Speaking about esport, green, green, green. What the fuck did Jack McConnell do? Fuck. Yeah. Oh, shit. You stupid idiot. I only lost that position because of the brake mic. Rookie error. And very bad because I wouldn't need to stay in the draft there. Instead of giving some draft here. But okay, P3 again. I mean, he's still a guy with a lot of followage, right? So his opinion obviously does matter to a lot of people, but It's fine. If that is his opinion, it's his opinion. We don't argue with that. Exactly. As Jack is saying, everyone is allowed their own opinion. I'll certainly have mine on some people as well. Famous or not famous. Yeah, I also don't think, and if I get this right, sorry I couldn't really follow the chat for the last 3 minutes, but I totally get that this wasn't him actually pointing me out or anything. It was just his opinion that David is faster than me anyway. Sure, he acknowledged that I'm fast, right? And I don't think that he wanted to call me out or anything really, so. And even if, then so be it, you know? If I get called out by Jimmy Broadbent or Jardier, whether that be good or be bad, my name is mentioned, this is PR, this is great for me, right? And now, we try and focus a bit more on the race. Let the streamers and influencers do their thing. Solitary, thank you very much for your follow. Flexi, thank you for your raid with a party of 41. Nice decision of you. Visiting us with a raid, because you are just seeing literally one of the strongest, if not the strongest ever race on the Mans Ultimate right now, and we're sitting third. Arguably, we might be a tad slower than cars ahead. But we're also equaling cars behind, so everything's fine. I don't even know, it's like... How much laps are we having to do? Like 1.5 stints, right? I am doing both, saving fuel and the tires. Well, not sure about tires, but certainly saving a bit of fuel. Well, Jack is hyper quick, Timo is obviously also quick, James Baldwin, guy doesn't need an introduction, right? This is, yeah, exactly that. Hyper ugly. And then Dario Iemulo, I'm sorry for butchering his name likely. He is one of the top drivers coming from ACC, like he is a proper esport person over there. These GT3 guys wouldn't just F up so many turns. As we're seeing probably a battle for the lead. Oh, like touchy. That was pretty stupid. Should have saved the fuel instead of trying to go for this. This could have ended really bad. So better think twice about saying I deserve a drive in a real life GT3. If those team owners would see that driving, they'd be like, hell no. First wave of traffic, will certainly say has helped us more than it's hurt. Calculator is warm and dry, nothing to do at the moment. But will be used if we need it. I'm not sure if I just should let Dario go. Yeah, it's certainly going to be a two-stop. Because the least I want to have is him diving me hard, right? But at the same time, I feel like we're getting closer. Despite saving a good amount of fuel here. I'm not sure actually how we're sitting. If we're sitting good, if we're sitting great, if we're sitting mediocre, if we're sitting bad. I tend to say we're probably sitting alright, but how can we know? It's only this particular corner where the car's a bit sketchy. Now let's see how much of that pace advantage we can use in the end. Sorry, not pace advantage, energy advantage, of course. I've now adjusted the rear because I felt the rear is just a tad too loose. Yeah, see, it's this turn. If I don't have that rear slide, I can really nice get the momentum down. And again, guys, if you appreciate this, if you love the Le Mans Ultimate stuff with us, please have a follow on Twitch, subscribe us on the YouTube channel if you haven't done already. Ah, shit. Sorry. That wasn't the intention of that move, obviously. Can I sniff a little draft, please? Just a tiny little bit. I think I can. I need to somehow fix final turn in terms of driving. Too little. As in none. That's actually a bit inconvenient. I guess it could be worse. I mean, sometimes you just have to deal with it. It's just happening, you know. This time we lost a bit with the traffic. I'd still love to know what Jack McConnell did on the start, though. Like, he came past, like, actually jumping the start. I don't know whether he has somehow had an amazing launch with his traction control. And then kudos to him, but so Jack seems to be locking up the Tyre every now and then. I don't know. I mean, I have to check his start afterwards. Apparently it was legit, because otherwise the game would have given him a penalty, right? Ah, shitty. Too bad in this final turn. Jeremy Relix, thank you very much for your follow on the Twitch channel. And guys, on the Twitch channel, 22 more follows till 8k. Can we do it? Hit the follow button if you appreciate the content. Thank you so much for your support, everyone. Bye. Oh, come on, Richie. How much time did I give up now? It's not particular a Toyota Cup as such, but I think the Toyota might have the upper hand here. Doing too many mistakes, and the problem is cars from behind are closing in. I think I just have a really bad period right now. Like you see, there's also 8/10 off this lap. And I feel in my brain that I start feeling insecure about what I'm doing. That makes sense. Drivers would probably say that I lost my rhythm. Or I just saved too much fuel. Fuck it. I'll give it a click up for the stability. just as equally shit. Oh, Baldwin with a Giga dive there. I'm not actually sure if that's helping me. Or if that's the worst nightmare. Certainly this traffic period is costing us harder. Like, a lot harder. Osterman also closing in. We may as well just really finish 6th. Only good news is we're 2% clear on energy compared to anyone else. Problem is that the Toyota is so damn quick in this high-speed areas. And with so damn quick, I mean it's full of jokes quick. I'm having a weakness in this particular turn, in that right-hander. Maybe even in all the right-handers, who knows. I mean, probably just guessing from the energy levels, you can see that I'm saving a shit ton. I need to be more aggressive with the rear. Otherwise, I'll be positioned down soon. This is bad. This is getting Osterman into the rear end of Baldwin. You mean Yamulo or James? Man, that Baldwin Toyota looks so fucking fast. Nah, I'm pretty convinced that Toyota is likely the fastest LMH around here. There is no surprise it's 4 Toyotas on the top 5. And now one bad thing has happened. Now let's see. With the rear end bonk, I was too far away to get a proper move. Watch that Toyota to just walk into the distance in those fast turns. And that's fine, you know. The only thing I'm hoping for now is a bit of a draw. Maybe I should just like put the hammer down and try and stick with him for a moment. I'll care about the saving later. Wow, that Toyota. Maybe it's just also faster to miss that The move that he's done has absolutely been brilliant, because there's one thing. If he goes for that move and I don't defend it, he either gets by immediately, or I have to leave the space and then he gets into the direct draft. There's no other way around that. So, yeah, he's pitting in 9, copy. I'll be pitting in 10 though. I'm pretty sure James can win that race. Just from pure pace. RSC Spawn, thank you so much for your follow. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. Goes around that curb. Does anyone else go around that curb? Because, like, to go around that curb to me means giving up a load of radial. But we shouldn't try it during the race, but after the race somewhere. But his car can certainly do it, and that is the difference between Ferrari and Toyota, literally. Yeah, I don't think it was two balls of a move. Of course, it is a high risk move if you stuck your nose into that corner. But if there's one to be trusted that things are going alright, it's James, right? Like, he has a shit ton of experience, and actually, me bumping into his rear and was a mistake on mine, nothing that he could be blamed about. Yeah, but I'm not too confident that I will get him later on, you know. There's only so much my strategy is giving me back in terms of time. I may actually think that he's easily jumping first, and he can battle it out with second on the track. Then I'm having the next maximum energy levels. I went around the curve as well. Actually not too bad. But not really the line that I have been taking for a while now. This one is painful, but I have to do it. Not painful for me, but painful for the GT. So, we're on target. We're good. We might still end up on the podium. We might as well go finish 6th. Ah, he got the Simu Cube Ultimates, or however they're called. Yeah, safe to say I'm a bit jealous. For sure. I don't consider them being a cheat, right? Like, they give you a competitive edge, but you pay for that. Hey there, McLaren, how are you doing? Guys, thank you for your time, thank you for joining us. 21 follows required on Twitch for the 8K. And a lot more still required for 15K on the YouTube channel, but if you guys appreciate what we're doing here, then please show your appreciation with a like on the video, with a follow on Twitch, with a sub on the YouTube channel. Make this community grow. Never heard that before. Anonymous has gifted 5 subs. Thank you so much, Anonymous, for the gifted 5 subs for the users. Sadly, I can't open the drop down right now because I'm a bit busy racing, as you can see. If that's a track limit, it's deserved. Half a point. Yeah, whatever. McConnell in. Oh, he's going for an undercut on Andonovski. Nice. But he's also given up the position to James. Ah, that is painful. And that gets Osterman right into my draft. You got to love it. Okay, this is endurance racing, this is the traffic for you. Oh no! Osterman and Andonovski collided. Should probably have a look at that after the race. Lap 34 noted down. Wow. Unterstier. Timo hit McConnell after the pit. What? What has happened to David now? I have no idea what happened, but safe to say lap 34 we need to have a look. In the meanwhile I'm driving a little bit off the fucking chain because I have no idea what's happening around it. Timo is dead. I'm so underdriving too much. I'm not sure if Osterman has any damage. Surely I wouldn't argue that 6.3 seconds is really a gap that I'm super... How bad is the traffic ahead now? Well, I should have probably pitted. Because traffic's actually alright if I get by these two without losing too much time. Yeah, without losing too much time, right? And then the BMW is performing one of the most aggressive shit I've seen lately. Okay, so box, full fuel. pull everything. Is it box? No, it's not. We stay out for another lap. Are you sure? So stay out, stay out. And that was likely a dumb idea because we're really tight on fuel. Oh my goodness. And because we're smart boys. Just saving a bit early. I'll make sure to not even run into trouble with anyone that have just come out ahead of us. I probably should have boxed and saved the time on the stationary, but whatever. We have now a bigger overlap for the second pit stop, you know. That's fine. That's good. That's all right. Box. New medium. Box. We're going to not retire the car, but we also box the driver. Okay. Stunde 10 noch. Did it really just took 35 seconds? Hey. So, no tire change. Something less we'll need. A lot less. Right, let's see where we are. So we're sitting fourth. A couple of guys have underfueled, which is fine. And I know why they've done, and that might have been a better idea, because they have a tire advantage later on in the race, but that's fine. We don't necessarily need to go by here. Gap should have been big enough. Shit. Why are you... What have I done again? Exactly. We're brain. Once again, forgot to... battery. Yeah, MD, good call. Should have obeyed earlier, but it's fine. We fixed the situation, so that we've given up another second. What happened to Jack McConnell though? Oh! So they crashed all three, McConnell, Osterman and wow. That's impressive. Just need to get these tires up to temp. Then we goodie. Speaking about tires, right? Gap to Osterman less than 3 is not good. McConnell got hit by Osterman. I thought it was Timo and Osterman that came together. Jesus Christ, Mitchie, what the fuck is actually going on? Gamba started in P11, I think. It's about a bit time to wake up now. I wonder if Jakob Osterman has started on used tires from qualifying to have the fresh ones now. Maybe would explain part of his pace in the beginning of the race. But then I think it's just me that's hyper slow at the minute. Yes. Plus obviously I've taken away a second of mine own with the stupidity of the battery. But still though, I can't really get the pace down. Waltman significantly faster. Gumball has died, for whatever reason. Maybe he's gonna raid us and tell us. Would be Giga. And with that, I think now I just know why my lap times have been not too good. Cold tires, they're finally up for temperature now. My guess. Is James Baldwin now saving in the same fashion than me? Or is he still, like, flat out? Okay, can't fix it with that. I need to go back to my soft ARB and drive the car. Copy. Yeah, makes sense. I think we left the pits with 6% difference, now it's 7. Yeah, but honestly, like, Osterman spins. He's 5 or 6 seconds back, and now he's 1 second on my rear. This would be never allowed to happen. You get what I mean? Like, I know how good Jakob is, but I'm not allowed to lose those 4 seconds. Up till this stage. So we then have Rigoletto ahead, and I'm afraid I have to do a move on him before he goes to the pits. I think also in the second stint I should generally be a bit more pushy and not try to go +2. This is shit. I'm really... second, it's fine. but I'm afraid I will be stuck behind Fabio for Sector 3. Apart from that, things look good. What's that? A full point? Oh my god. Okay. Noted. Yeah, perfect. This is what we need. Brilliant. I will hate it, but I'm gonna go for the dive. Yeah, no. Everyone ahead of us, apart from Baldwin, has underfueled the car by a lot. They're just doing their short splash now. We're doing it later. Alex, it's going good. It's going alright. How about you? Joe Hank, thank you so much for the follow. As much as this race seems boring from an objective standpoint of view as of right now, I hope you guys are very much aware that this is still pretty much intense. Baldwin might be off for the win, but behind us, things are getting greedy. Osterman is challenging us for second, I think. McConnell is dropping off a bit further. I assume he has damage. Nope. Guys in first. Second. Well, he pitted now. Fourth. They haven't pitted yet. Well, they have pitted once, but they haven't pitted like full, so only like 0.5 or whatever you want to call it. What I want to say is they took loads less fuel than us. Yeah, I would be surprised if he hadn't. Oh, the rear slide. Where are you going? Those situations are so ugly. The pit crew! 84, thank you so much for the follow. Guys, 19 more follows for 8k. Here we go. Push, push. As we are pushing as well beyond the limits. Ah, F. Yeah, stupid mistake. Half a second out of rhythm into a technical part of the circuit. Got too excited about the follow. Excuse me. Guys, how much space do you need? Come on. Pieces, thank you so much for your prime sub on the Twitch channel, much appreciated, buddy. Thanks for your Giga support. Brilliant stuff. Dominic, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate your time, appreciate your support. Last couple of traffic incursions I've been really lucky. Davidson, hello there. Thank you for joining. Welcome to the stream. Amazing. More hypercars we need, certainly. I would love to see a hypercar cup only at some point, not gonna lie. Imagine 30 hypercars on the grid. Oh my god. But only hypercars. Just pure sprint racing. You know, also with proper sprint racing tires, like, you just single stint them or double stint them if you treat them differently. Imagine, like, 2 or 3 hour sprints in hypercar. Oh. How amazing would that be? Oh yeah, everyone would go mad indeed. But isn't that what we would want to see? What happened to Osterman now? Has it cliffed with the tires or? What's going on? Very happy I didn't get close to David. Not because I would not have enjoyed the battle, but more like depending on whether he would make life hard or not hard for us, we would have lost time. Well, generally speaking, like, overtaking takes time, right? Admittedly though, I'm not in a position to attack James Baldwin anyway. Have to also admit that, right? But yeah. So after the race, guys, we're gonna have a look into lap 34, which has been a cringy one. And a quite race decisive one as well. Speaking about Jakob and the rest of the guys. Timo that has already DNF'd and purely filed a protest or something. A couple of shenanigans happened, I'm afraid. So David in, I was back in second. Get to Ulsterman 5 seconds. Plus, I think 9% of energy overlap, which is an equivalent of 3 laps. Should be also an equivalent of 4 seconds in the pits. Same with Baldwin, but he's 10 seconds ahead, so that ship has sailed. Not sure what Dario Iamulo is on. Like, he went for a different strat, and I'm not quite sure, because he was in the end sitting close with Jakob as well. Not quite sure where he is on, so Osterman in as well. Guys, have a little bit of look on the deltas, please. I'm intrigued as in what's happening. And what might be going on. Ah, shit. Do the same mistake. Yeah, that link is not supposed to be working, and also the bot shouldn't spam this anymore, so I need to fix that. Sorry about that. Special chaos, much appreciated for the feedback. So, you know, if I'm not mistaken, I should now be easily faster than Iamulo, Osterman and so on in average, because I'm much more light. Let's see where they're sitting. Dario in P7. Oh, and he's actually doing faster than that. He may have changed the tires now. Whereas Osterman... Is he behind him? Yeah, then I'm kinda screwed, am I? Oh yeah. So Dario may have overtaken us here on strategy. Oh, don't sleep. What's the gap there? 3 seconds between Osterman, so I'm virtually still ahead. Iamulo is going to the end though, okay. So I think it's better to try and picking up the pace a bit here. Yeah, but Baldwin is out of my window anyway. No matter what I do, I'm gonna rejoin 5 to 6 seconds behind him here, I think. This is now me having to maintain the gap against Dario. This is the danger when people are off cycle, right? Like, you don't see them around yet. You don't have them in your mind straight. Sorry, asshole dive. Kind of have to. Because the Amulo is too fast. And something's very clear as well. If I come out behind Dario, it's GG's. That's for sure. Wrong gear. Come on, Richie. Those mistakes are so stupid. Like, you know, really stupid. They're literally just... Hey man, here to a 10th. Take them. I mean... We're still up for a podium, right? But it would be great to be second again. Because not gonna lie, if Osterman is being fourth, there's a chance we take over the championship lead. Like the net lead, not the absolute lead. Yeah, this is the kind of laps we need now. On Baldwin level. 24.18, it did. 24.23 we do. Half a tenth off. Nope. It's another 10th. That GT3, sorry, is it going to be hurting? Just about not, I think. Well, just about it did. Alright. Yeah, but there's just no surprise the guy's fast, right? Like, he's James Baldwin. Too much time lost, but okay. Dario must have had some moment. He and Osterman now close to each other. Osterman is, yeah, gaining a little bit. This is so painful when you're trying to anticipate the people and then they're doing a mistake and the anticipation is off. I agree. I think Toyota is quickest here indeed. Not saying Ferrari is bad. Ferrari is decent as well. I just think in peak performance the Toyota is like a 10th, maybe 2 better. That's good. We're now gapping on Dario. So, how many laps to go? It is now 67 plus 6, means we are hitting in lap 73. And I assume 84 laps in total, right? You guys would confirm? So 11 laps to take fuel on. safe to say is that I'm pushing these tires probably a lot harder than in the first stint. Needless to say, that won't be another, and we lose too much valuable time here. So Baldwin needs the pit. I got a 11% overlap over him. It will bring me like 4 seconds closer. But then what has been the gap between us? 13, 14? Feeling 47. That's a bit too much, I think. But certainly gives him a margin. Does he think it's 85 laps though? 16. I would take 411, which makes 15 in total. My race lap app is saying 85. My LMU is saying 83.5. What's right? Check, what do you think? I'm on shit. How much time did I drop there? Master Bly, thank you so much for your follow and your subscription on the YouTube channel. Much appreciated. So Ostermann, but now by Dario. Gap between me and Baldwin was, what was it? 13 seconds, 14 seconds? Gap between those 16, so it's utterly tight. I hate saying that, really. And I'm doing mistakes again. Mistakes no one really needs. Yeah, nice block. So you guys saying it's 84 laps, huh? 71 laps done, 2 to go, 73 will pit, 11 times. Yeah, take 31%. Whatever. So, 15 minutes to go. One more to the box. To whom? I bet it's 4 to 5 seconds to Ostermann. Nah, gap to James is probably be like 8 or 9. This is painful. Anyway, it's box. No change. 31%. 13 seconds of virtual energy. Yeah, I should be slotted in a good gap between James and... It should be a healthy gap between me and James and me and Jakob. Maybe I over panicked a bit here. Safe to say I over-panicked a bit. I forgot to calculate in my fuel saving effect, because my stationary pit time was certainly 4 to 5 laps shorter. Oh! Ostermann with a drive-through. And I think for the championship, that seals the deal. That should most likely get me into the net lead, if we're finishing like this. I don't necessarily think the caddy could 100% keep up. Ruben and David close with each other. David likely a bit overfueled, or with flat out fuel to the end. What did Ostermann do to get a drive-through? Like, you know, with 15 minutes to go that late into the race, P3 sealed and dusted. I mean, yeah, Dario is close, but not as close as maximum panic would emerge. Question is, has he hit a bug? Or was he just careless about going wide? Wonder where he comes out. I think even behind David and Huben. Hey Marco. Timo did DNF, yes. I've got fuel for 9 laps, and I think it's 9 laps to go. Yeah, Ostermann behind David and... Ooh, I'm sorry. Behind David and Niklas, and I'm not too sure whether those guys might be banging some wheels in the last 9 laps, you never know. I think if anything, Ostermann has the pace to get close to these guys. And if you appreciate the content, guys, if you love the suspensefulness of the races, then please have a follow on Twitch, subscribers on the YouTube channel. 8 more laps to go, and guys, you're gonna see this grid again this Sunday, with the VMS Pro Series kicking off at Imola, with no one less than James Baldwin, David Mrozic, Niklas Huben, Alex Cascatel. Not sure about Dario Iamulo. I can't remember whether he has qualified, but Jack McConnell is in the grid. So is Fabio Grigoletto and Josef Teufel, I think, as well. You can see this race today being equally strong than the race we're going to have to do on Sunday. Cascatel isn't in flux, sorry. It's going to be a sweaty season with a Michi that's not even sweating it, so it's probably safe to say that I won't go for the championship, because I think a lot of people will prepare hard, we will prepare strong, and I will obviously also prepare a bit, but maximum 2 to 3 hours, which is more than I've done last season. So yeah, let's see how this will go. Maybe I get a random burst of motivation and actually sweat it a bit harder. But for the moment, Imola, I'm gonna... Well, I have half my job already done. Done that Imola race last Sunday, and that was actually the majority of the driving that I've done. Did 15 laps yesterday. Gonna do probably another 15 laps on Sunday morning, and then get slapped in the face, finishing 8th or so in the Imola sprint. Let's see. Imola is going to be all about the track limits, especially for qualifying. I think track position will be key. So let's see how that goes. I do drink pure coffee at night, yeah. Decaf is a fake coffee to me. Giga plays by Mr. James. I mean, safe to say that for me also the pressure has released, like really just try and bring it home, right? So no, I hope we won't do a race on the new Kota, whatever it's called, sprint layout or whatever. I is a great track layout for some racing, but certainly not for endurance racing. It just makes no sense. You could argue the same for Bahrain on the outer and the endurance layout. Maybe even the inner paddock. Oh, 79 completed, 84 expected. Go for 5 laps, perfectly fine. I gotta say the rear tire is kind of done though. Might be more of an issue of the rear right because the front right is still in pretty awesome shape. I don't like the Fuji Classic. I'm more with a WEC layout really. Hey Daniel. How do I think the state of the game is right now? In what regard? It's still getting there. This is nothing about polishing. Those guys are still in early access. They're working their ass off to get more features into the game. Yes, we're still missing driver swap, which is a key element for an endurance racing game, right? Which is, I think, the biggest issue of them all at the minute. Beyond that, the game is just, I think it's pretty stable. It is much more stable than R-Factor 2 ever was. It has amazing netcode, it has insanely good tire models. They might still be abusable to an extent in terms of slip sliding and slip driving, but generally speaking, I think it's an amazing tire. It has the best force feedback. To me, it has the most immersive physics on the planet right now. And it's still under development, obviously, in early access. This is, I think, version 0.5. If you would, you know, capture this as a window on the task manager, I think the game would say version 0.5. So that just shows how much there's still to come, and yet it is extremely popular already with over 2,000 players every day. I would love to overtake iRacing with that one, for sure. But I think iRacing just got too much of a monopoly. And then iRacing has the fanboys lured in with people having spent $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 or whatever. So how do you tell them? But they are missing good fun, for sure. And we've seen lots of people testing it. Daniel Murad, who is a well-known iRacer. We've seen so many people from iRacing coming over to the Mans Ultimate, despite it being early access. And you know, there's always going to be someone pointing fingers at MSG saying, it's a shit company, saying, why early access, early access should be not a thing and whatnot. But on the bottom line, you just have to agree that this is an amazingly nice racing game. I would love a full course yellow to be a thing in races, but I would fear it would be abused with someone taking a wreck or something. What I would love to have though is whenever there's a wreck or someone presses escape, I would love the player to be like in the garage but the car stationary on the off track, being carried away virtually, not by a crane or something, but like, you know, just stay there so you can justify a full course yellow in Simracing. And not like someone's pressing escape, the car's gone and green, green, green we go. Anyway, I think it's 2 more to go. No, 1 more to go. Awesome. McQueen! This is exactly what I'm talking about. Nice to see. I don't really think that Le Mans Ultimate is going to take IMSA content, because, like, why would they? It's a WEC game. It's not IMSA. And as much as IMSA and WEC are moving closer together on collaborations and whatnot, it still stays independent series that cannot really be mixed with each other. And those guys are not even fighting for position, are they? What the fuck? I mean, I don't have to go through because I'm safe. Though the gap to James Baldwin looks much bigger than it's actually supposed to be, but whatever. Anyway guys, join me into the replay tape in a moment when we are looking at lap 1, the start of Jack McConnell, looking at lap 34, where certain drivers took out probably 4 or 5 people in contention for the 2nd spot, or even the win. But for the time being, and I say this with a bit carefulness, well, I think we've taken over the championship lead with that 2nd place. Let's go. That was a pretty darn fast race though. Kudos to James, massive pace. But also kudos to us. Starting 4th. Finishing 2nd. And as mentioned, straight to the replay file we go. Watch. Press R. We press the play button. And we look into lap 1. Here we go. This is fucked AF though. But where's Jack McConnell? Is that him? Okay. What? Guys, is SimHop start a thing here? He's doing 62, 60, 60, 60, 60. He jump started. No joke. 65, 60, 60, 60. What? He said he guessed it when it went green. This is nuts. This is where the green is. Let's see. So this is my reaction. Half throttle 60. Still on pit limiter. Flat out. I slept a bit, so James had a better start. Having the same start as Timothée. But like, how can you guess? Maybe we should put that into QA and say we should probably make sure that you can't guess and that the starting point is always a bit different. Also, Ah! How close you want to have it? Proper car positioning. So this is where we then took 3rd place, and now drop into lap 34. Okay, here comes the shenanigans. There's Timo. On Tiny Pedal, you can see when it starts. Copy, I need to report that. What? No way. Ah, and there's McConnell. I thought that was Timo when I came. Sorry, what is Ostermann doing? What? Also just goes into his rear like. What happens next? Illegal overtake? Yeah, let me see. What, you've already pitted there? Is that ah, that completely ruined your race. Okay, I was Did you say lap 2 or lap 1? Just having a quick look here. There goes Grigoletto. Oof. Nice one. Well, Toyota is strong on the brakes, eh? Then you did an illegal overtake on. How the hell did he even save that? So this gave you an illegal overtake. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, arguably that timer should be a bit longer, but what bugs me the most here? Ah, shit, the tape is stopping. But you actually never went by him when you both were on track, so you both came back and then. I don't necessarily think so. Both had the advantage. Both were off the track. Both were trying to take the advantage of being off the track, and then David had the inside. It's a tricky one to judge. Pretty tricky one, I think. Tough to say. Yeah, like he pushed you wide in the first place. Like, he was recovering, then there was contact. Then he would have almost not made the corner. You have been pushed wide. And yet, though, he didn't quite give up the position. You know, from a game perspective, I would have, or from a steward perspective, he would have probably been, is a 50-50 thing. Yeah, it's a tragedy the way stuff handles. But do I see that right, David? First of all, congrats for the gold 3. You still have that though, right? And Dario into the, yeah, he got 3rd. So let's see on the championship points then. So overall, we're having Huben in first, but I need to obviously do that difference. So 328 plus 317, that is 645. Then we have Dario with 335 plus 283, which is 618. We have David 291 with 309. That should be 600. Yep. Jack is below 600. Fabio is just above 600. So he sits in 3rd, Fabio. And then it's us, 347 plus 345, 692. So I'm clear of Nicholas by, after the drop week, obviously, 47 points. 345 for this second and 347 for the second in Bahrain. James Baldwin has 308 plus 354. He sits second with 62, 30 seconds down on me. But if everything goes right, James is going to easily win that. Timur, well, 0 points today. Has to run a lower split. Will it best get like something like 310? Well, that is still like 640, so 50 points of us. And apart from that, I think no one really on the threat. Buono didn't run either. 604 is his value. So did Sven for the moment. 615 is his value. But he got a decent chance getting a better result in, right? Jakob Ostermann, 659. He is sitting second, now 3rd, 3 points down on James. Daniel, yes, I would recommend the championships because they're given ×4 on the ratings, also for the safety rank. So if you're driving a clean race with just like 2 cut points and no touchies, you will get a huge boost. Anyway, we're sitting first in the championship for sure. Obviously after the drop week, not nets or gross right now, but 692 on the best ranked Ferrari driver with 2 races. I am on the overall the best ranked 2 races driver. Then comes Baldwin, then comes Ostermann, then comes Timo, then comes Sven, then comes Buono. I had 2 decent races. Not gonna lie, but things are looking good on that end. But it is not as important as the race that's coming up on Sunday, which is the VMS Pro Series Platinum Split. Guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching us tonight. Thank you for all the new subscriptions and follows on Twitch and YouTube. Hope you've enjoyed the race. It was a good race, maybe not as eventful as some would have loved it, but I think those races really live from the action, from the suspense, from the strategies, from being tight on strategy, being on different strategy. How will it play out? How will they play out, and so on. So I think that's really the thing. And yeah, I thank you for watching, and we now have a raid to Mr. Brendan Lee, who has retired his F1 sim racing career and now becomes, I think, a streamer. He's on iRacing right now. We need to lure him into Le Mans Ultimate and see what he can do. Fabio, have a good one. GG's. Yep, Jimmy, my Ferrari also had the tendency to start sliding from the rear. Guys, have a great evening. See you on Sunday. Make sure to follow us on Twitch, on YouTube for shorts and other videos coming. And with that, guys, have a great weekend. Everyone, see you and goodbye.